Good morning, children. Sairam. Hope you all are good. So today we'll start new chapter that is chapter number 14, water. We all know that water is very important for water is essential for the existence of life, and without water there would be no life on earth. Just like other living organisms, we also need to consume water to survive, and we also require water for other activities also, such as cooking, washing, cleaning and irrigation. Now let's start with water. We know that water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. You know what is the formula of water? It is H2O. Here H stand for hydrogen. It is a element. H stands for hydrogen and O stands for oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen. So we can say what is the formula of water? H2O. Formula of water is H2O, and water is made up of two elements. First one is hydrogen and the other one is the oxygen. About two-thirds of the total earth surface is covered with water. You know that two-thirds of the earth surface is covered with water. If this is earth, means two-thirds means this much. All this area, only 1/4 is land, and two-thirds of this area is covered with almost this much. This area is covered with water. Okay. And you know water is, have you seen water? Yes, we have all seen water. So water is transparent, means through water we can see, through clear water we can see clearly. So water is transparent. Water is odorless. Is there smell of water? No, water is not having any smell. When you mix rasna in that, it smells like rasna. When you add some other drinks in that, it smells like that. So water is not having its own this odor. It is odorless, so it is smell. Odor means smell, so it is smellless. Water is smellless. Tasteless. Water is not having any taste. Water is not having any taste. When we add salt in that, it tastes salty. When we add sugar in that, it tastes sweet in taste. So we can say water is transparent, odorless and tasteless. As you can see in this diagram, this is total earth. This is earth, and 71% of the earth is covered with water. Almost 71%. And of that 71% water, 97% is salt water, and only 3% of water is fresh water. Fresh water that we can drink, that is potable for drinking. Potable means that is fit for drinking. Okay, potable water, drinking water. So only 3% of the water is potable for drinking, and from this 3% also, only 2% or 0.09% is available for us. Okay, now we have studied about water. Now what are the sources of water, from where we get the water? So sources of water are rainwater. Rainwater is, we can say, it is the main source of water. Rainwater is the main source of water, and rainwater is the pure form of water. Rainwater is also known as the pure form of water. Pure form means it is not having any chemicals in it. It is not having any minerals in it. It is the purest form of water. So rainwater is the purest form of water and it is the main source of water on the earth's surface. Second source of water is the groundwater. As we all know that during rainfall a part of rainwater percolate means seep down. Part of water that is coming from the clouds seep down means goes down in the ground to form the groundwater. The water that remains under the ground is known as the groundwater. As water passes through the several layers of the sand and rocks, we all know that sands and rocks are there under the ground. So when water percolates through these holes, these loops, it filters naturally. This water get filtered naturally and stored underground. So we can say that these layers of sand and rocks act as a filter for the rainwater, and approximately 30% of the total fresh water found in the earth exists as groundwater. Means 30% of the total fresh water. Fresh water is 3%, and 3%, 30% of 3%, 30% is in the form of groundwater, and that we can take out by digging well or tube wells or using the hand pumps and all. So second source of water is groundwater. Now third one is the surface water. As we know, source of surface water include all the water collected above the ground such as river, lakes, pond and oceans, and they usually get their supply of water from where? From the rainwater or the melting snow. Whenever there's rain or the snow melts, that water collects in the form of pond, rivers, lakes. So all these are the examples of surface water, the water which is available on the surface. Some sources of surface water are also fed by underground aquifers. We can say that surface water account almost 80% of the water we use. Now next source of water is the ocean water. Next source is ocean water. As we all know, oceans are full of water, and river water is a source of water for the ocean water, and the oceans get water from the rivers. The river water are source of water for the oceans, and ocean waters makes up nearly 97% of the entire water present on the earth. If we'll say this is the amount of water present on the earth, then out of this 90% is the ocean water and only 3% is the fresh water that we have studied. And this ocean water is not fit for drinking, it is not potable for drinking. We cannot drink that because it is very salty and we can't drink salty water. Next source of water is ice caps and glaciers. Ice caps and glaciers, as we all know, that about 70% of the earth's fresh water is locked in glaciers and polar caps. The Siachen Glacier in India is an example of a glacier. We all know that glaciers are full of ice, and that is what? Water. So we can say 70% of the fresh water is in the glaciers, and now due to pollution and global warming, these glaciers are also melting. And now we'll come to the uses of water. So sources of water, what we have studied: rainwater, groundwater, surface water, ocean water and ice caps and glaciers. Let's come to uses of water. Water, as we know, many sources of water, uses of water, we all know many uses of water, like water is responsible for carrying out the important body function such as digestion and respiration, excretion. Means for functioning, proper functioning of our body, we require water. For digestion of food, for respiration, for excretion, for all these activities, water is required. And water is used for recreation and sports such as swimming, river rafting, and water skiing. For many sports like swimming, river rafting, water skiing, for all these activities, what is required? Water is required for all these recreational activities. Next point, water is used for generating electricity, such electricity known as hydroelectricity. As we all know, water is used in dams for generating electricity, and such electricity is known as hydroelectricity. As you must have seen Tehri Dam, or you must have heard about Tehri Dam. It is a dam built on the river, and through that electricity is produced. So that electricity that is produced through the water is known as the hydroelectricity. Water is used for bathing, washing, and cleaning, and in preparation of that we eat. This is the common use of water, that it is used for bathing, washing clothes, utensils, and other things, cleaning, and in preparation of food that we eat. Water is used to irrigate field and grow crops. Water is used for the irrigation of crops. Water is used as a fire extinguisher, and water is sometimes used for extinguishing the fire. So these are the uses of water, and so many more uses of water are there. That what are the other uses of water? It is used in factories. It is responsible for transporting nutrients in the body, and it is used for carrying the body functions such as digestion. This we have done. It is used to eliminate the unwanted this unwanted waste in the body, and it is used for the germination. Of so many uses of water are there, so you can write them. Okay, hope you all understood this. Sai Ram, take care.